Yo, what up? It's the Fuckboy Podcast. We back. My name's Justin.
Xavier. Coming to you. What's up? So, okay, this is you're terrible at introducing. Okay,
yeah, I'm terrible. You're like Xavier.
You're
Xavier.
You're terrible. You're terrible. It's all right, dude. I'll take over. I'll save us. So this is gonna be the second edition of the episodes. This is actually with video, so you guys will be able to see the actual video. First of all, we're gonna go into some topics today, but we do want your support, and we want you guys to give us some topics of what you think we should talk about. For some reason, the YouTube algorithm just really likes that we talk about porn a lot. So
yeah, it's proven in the analytics.
The mathematics. Numbers don't lie, you know what I'm saying? So,
but if you want us to talk about something other than porn, just comment down, and if it's worth it, we'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah, today we got a whole host of fucking weird ass random topics. Yeah. The first one that I kind of wanted to jump into was this one's kind of, it might be a little controversial, and it's been a question for a long time. Are you an ass guy or are you a tit guy?
So I guess the real answer would be this. Depends what day of the week it is. Tell you what, some days I wake up different, you know. Some days you want a Dr. Pepper, some days you want a Coke.
I feel you.
Tell you what, the last few days I've been waking up, I've been wanting to, take the ladder, and I'm fucking with tits.
Yeah. Okay, so what cause, is there a specific reason why there's been a shift? Because I've always, for me, I've always been an ass guy.
No, me too. Always been an ass guy.
You got two beast things, like Kanye said up top.
I'm cool with it all around, as long as you're a cool girl anyways.
Yeah.
Just to say that out there right now. But what, I don't know. I just recently.
Don't get too PC on me, okay?
I'm not. No. Oh yeah, I'm a fuckboy. I forgot.
Yeah.
I want it all big.
Yeah.
I'm good. Big. You know what I'm saying? But here's the fact. I don't know. I guess I just seen some really nice tits lately. You just see some really nice tits, it really just, rearrange your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when something comes to you and you're like, wow, that kind of contradicted the way I think a little bit. So you got to rearrange.
You had a paradigm shift. You had an epiphany.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know. Well, sometimes you see a nice ass and that shit'll catch you off guard, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you see some nice tits, that'll catch you off guard too.
I guess you could make the argument that unless you do surgery, you can grow an ass. Mm-hmm. You can't grow tits unless you get fat, which is a little bit of
I think the surgery is past the point where they can do whatever they want.
What do you mean?
They could literally cut your penis off and turn it into a vagina. So you could pretty much do anything with surgery.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But
you were saying.
No, I'm saying like without surgery. If there's no surgery involved, you
can
work out. You know what I'm saying? You can work out. You can grow your ass.
100%.
Legs and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess
tits
in a way you're born with it, and otherwise, you know what I'm saying. You can't.
And
work
women
out.
kind of understand how certain men will probably feel then, because if you're born with a small dick, you're kind of doomed to that. You know what I'm saying? No, there's surgery for that. Fuck.
There is. They could what's the surgery? They cut your taint.
Oh shit, yeah. So you have about 3 extra. I don't know if you guys know this. You have about 3 to 4 extra inches in your taint that they can actually push up. And I'll tell you what, that could be a life changer for some people. So if you haven't had that, go look into it and get it done, bro.
I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest.
I made it sound like I had that surgery, by the way. I haven't.
I've seen. I was actually very curious because I've seen a lot of different dudes in fucking porn
with their balls to the side.
Yeah, their balls are fucking weird. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these guys' balls?
I think that's when I learned about it. By the way,
it's either or like their dick goes straight into their butthole. Like it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what's wrong with these guys, bro? And I kind of had a hunch that it was a surgery.
It was.
But I think that's cheating, dude. I think that's cheating.
Okay,
to be honest.
Well then every porn star has her ass and tits done. So is that cheating?
No, but I think it's cheating. No, I do have a double standard for
You're having a double standard.
I do have a double standard for
we got to even the playing field,
because
bro.
I get it. But then, you know what I'm saying? Any guy could really become a fucking...
That's not true. If you're born with a 2-inch penis, you add 3 extra inches, you're still not even above average.
We're going to the extremes. We're going to
statistically speaking. Okay, yeah, I get it. So the average penis size is what, 5, 6 inches?
Yeah, and then you add another 3, dude.
You
get the surgery. You're
but you got to spend bread. You got to remember that. You got to spend bread. You got to have, I don't know if you have to have credit for this. I'm not sure, really. But all I know is he's put a lot of work in to get there. You know what I'm saying?
He's gone through it. You think? I mean, he's earned it.
He's earned his rights.
You think
he's like a warrior. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a purple heart.
You know how fucking scary it is getting put to sleep? I don't know this because I'm too scared to go. See what I'm saying?
To get
knocked out. Yeah, anesthetics. I don't know if you know this. People don't know this. Anesthesia has I know it's a small chance, only like a 1% chance you never wake up again, but that's a chance I'm not willing to take.
Yeah. and he was willing to take it there for
his penis, for the the pleasure of women. It's not really for the women, he's just doing this shit for his own looks.
Yeah. Did you hear about the guy that died from that though?
I didn't, and I don't even know if I want to hear this because I was thinking about the
No, he died. So there was an old dude. He was a billionaire actually. The story was I
might have heard of this. Yeah,
he was a billionaire, and he wanted to. He like had a small dick all his life, but he was like 80 years old. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at that fucking point, dude, you're already past your prime, bro.
But you know why he wanted to do it? So from what I remember from the story, he had a hot young girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And that was
80, bro. He should just gave up.
And you know how people say you're gonna be the death of me? That was actually the death of his ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got the surgery. I heard the surgery was a success. He just except he died.
Damn.
You know? So that was a tough.
The thing that kept him in this world took him out of it.
Yeah, I mean, he went out like a champ. I mean, we're still talking about him to this day. So
yeah, so he did his thing, right?
You know what I'm saying?
He did his thing.
He's
you
a
know
legend.
What I'm saying? I got a question. This is a good question. If your penis got chopped off right now, you think you'd give up in life? Would you kill yourself? Or would life become unlivable?
No, I think I'd become a monk. I just really go in deep into
spirituality and stuff.
Spirituality and shit shit I ain't got. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when think about it. When you neuter a dog. Yeah. He just becomes mad chill.
He becomes real tame. Yeah, real chill. Yeah.
I would just probably do the same. I wouldn't kill myself. I mean, I probably just. I'd find God, dude. I find God somewhere because that's the only motherfucker that can help me. So you're telling me if your
dick got cut off, that's when you would turn around from being an atheist?
Yeah.
That's what it takes. That's what's going to take for you.
Yeah, I think that's literally what it would take for me.
That's what's going to take for you.
I'd be like, yo, yep.
By the way, I brought you a gift. It's a knife.
There was a guy actually, so his wife actually caught him cheating. This is another funny story.
In his sleep, right?
Yeah, and then she cut his dick off, and I guess she had heard the stories of how they could reattach it. Yeah. Because I guess she had heard a lady had cut the dick off her cheating husband or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
And threw it in the grass somewhere, chucked it out the car. Yeah. And threw it, and they were able to find it, put it on a bucket of ice, and put it on.
Did they save it?
They saved him.
Jesus.
Right? This bitch didn't want him saved, bro. She threw it in the fucking blender. She's an evil ass bitch. She threw it in the blender, dude.
What the fuck,
and blended it up.
That's fucked up.
And drank it.
You know what the fuck?
I'm just kidding. I made that last part up. I made that last part up. But how crazy would that be, though?
If she drank it?
If she drank it.
Dude, that would make Satan flinch. Ugh, you nasty bitch. What the fuck? Yo, you know what I'm confused about? Why do women do such fucked things? Such fucked up things. You know what I'm saying? When a woman cheats, it's like, I don't cut off her nipple in her sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's my fucking nipple. I don't do that. Bro, that's fucked up. That's fucking up. She has kids in the future. She cannot breastfeed anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Well, that's another thing too. I mean, it's crazy because what is it that thing called? Circumcision, right? We circumcise little boys, but there's female.
Yeah, I was circumcised. I'm gonna tell you a story about that. Let me get back to that.
There's female circumcision, and if we were to do female where they cut the clit off, when they're babies. That sounds terrible to us, right? That
sounds horrible, yeah.
But it's common in some places.
Sounds terrible to them.
It's common in some
Wait, are we talking about to cut the clit area? That's off. In a certain area? They do that?
In certain places of the world,
never heard of that.
They do the female circumcision, and that takes away, I don't know how much % of the sensors, you know what I'm saying?
Sensory? That's fucked up.
Yeah, but
then again, I didn't ask for my circumcision.
And then even in the
I'm actually happy to be honest. I'll take away some feeling for bathing and shit. You're gonna smell more if you're uncircumcised. I know it's called smegma. It's disgusting.
No, but I think that's only in little kids, dude.
It's not. I'm telling you.
Unless you're an adult, bro, and you don't fucking.
There are plenty of guys out there that have terrible fucking hygiene. You know this, bro.
Yeah, but you don't want to fuck those guys anyways. I'm sure. I mean, not you, but girls.
Those guys anyways.
But girls. I mean, yo, if you peel a motherfucker's skin back, and he's got white clumps of fucking.
I'm gonna throw up.
Pus on his shit. That's just you at that point should know. I mean, do you look at the pussy before before fucking it?
What do you mean look at it? Of course I look at it.
All right, so girls, I'm sure look at the fucking.
They fucking check the real estate, see what's going on.
You gotta.
I'm not gonna buy this property unless I know everything about it.
Yeah, unless the grass is trimmed, that there's no fucking.
I mean,
mold
I
in the
have
walls.
been to some property that is damn, man, they should probably clean the walls, but it's still a nice house. I'm gonna sleep in it tonight.
They should probably Febreze this place, but
yeah, probably be smart. No, by the way, I gotta go into my story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when I was a kid, my mom told me about this. You guys are gonna realize real quickly my mom was a weird mom. She wasn't really mom. She was more like in the beginning stages at least, like a homie. So we just talked like that. So she would tell me how I was a kid. She was like, you had, she cried because apparently before the circumcision, I had a pretty sizable penis when I was a child, apparently. I was a child with a pretty sizable penis. She said after the circumcision, they cut off like an inch and she cried. My mom had the best interest for me early in life. She did. She kind of fucked up towards the end, but in the beginning, she had the best interest. She wanted me to have a big swanger in the beginning. She knew if I do that, the chances of me being more successful is higher.
Yeah.
I guess they cut an inch off me, which I'm mad about, but could be, be sad about.
It was an inch of skin, though. So, I mean,
see, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Apparently, they cut an inch off my dick.
I feel like if you cut the penis...
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't make much sense because they didn't cut into, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think if you cut the penis skin, like if the skin is shorter, wouldn't theoretically there be less room for the dick to grow in the future?
Honestly, I'm not sure about dick growth. I'm not really, like, my science isn't there.
Yeah.
But all I do know is the more I think about the story, the more bullshit it sounds. Because unless I had like an inch of foreskin, it doesn't make much sense. And I don't want that anyways. I don't want an extra inch of foreskin. That doesn't help anybody.
Oh, but you would have grew into it. Like I grew into my ears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I would have been happy to get plastic surgery on my fucking ears because my ears were huge, dude. Yeah. Compared to my fucking
sizable,
head.
Dude, by the
but
way. Then
my head grew into the fucking huge head that I have because I have to hold up this brain. We talked about this last time.
How smart you are. Yeah.
And so now I'm happy. I think my ears are great.
I will say I've never heard of a guy saying, "Yeah, I grew into my foreskin." Have you heard that?
Every guy grows into their foreskin. What do you mean?
Maybe they don't.
Well, I don't know. It just depends.
The thing is, when you're a kid, you don't know how much foreskin you had. You know what I'm saying? You don't really pay attention. I remember my childhood.
You think that's a turn on for some women?
Uncircumcised?
Uncircumcised?
I don't know. I'm contradict. I mean, I'm conflicted. See, I always say this: contradicted, conflicted. I'm conflicted on it. I don't think it's a turn on. I think it looks ugly, but I do think, from what I hear, apparently it's better for the man. It's more, you feel more, I guess, for the man, and it's more comfortable for the women. I don't fucking know. Like less friction, I guess.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't fucking know because I'm circumcised. I've already explained this, so I don't fucking know.
I have a feeling.
I don't really indulge too much into other people's penis.
Yeah, I have a feeling most girls think it's gross. But I could see where there could be a niche.
Yeah.
Where like some girls are into it. Like some guys.
There's always that category that someone's into.
Some guys are into the flapjack.
Which is
the extra lip.
Yeah, the extra what?
Like on the girls.
Vagina?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about tits. I thought we were talking about saggy tits.
No, I'm talking about vagina.
When I heard flapjack, or fucking.
No, I'm talking about the fucking the
extra
fucking
lippy?
roast beef stuff.
Okay, I mean I don't know. I'm not into
that. No, I'm saying there's a niche. I know, that's crazy, yeah. I'm telling you for sure. There's a niche for that in girls. So I'm assuming some girls. I mean, there's somebody for everybody. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So a little bit.
Look, God's somewhat fair.
What are your specific turn-ons with like that could be like weird in
what my secret fetishes are you asking?
I guess, yeah.
My biggest one, and I've yet to try it. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to Walmart one of these days and buy a table and cut a hole in it. It's a massage table. It's called a milking, believe it or not. It's when you lay on a table, put a hole in the table, you put your dick through it. The girl sits underneath it and sucks your dick until you nut. Now I fuck with that.
That sounds real comfortable.
I know why I like it so much. It's masculine on the man. It's very what's the word? It's very submissive of the woman to sit there and just please you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That is something I'm into, the dominant submissive shit to a certain extent. So that turns me on for sure. I don't have that many crazier fetishes, no, honestly. That's probably my weirdest fetish.
Yeah, I'm into feet. Obviously,
I like into the tie up shit too, but I don't think this is higher than that.
I think girls with nice feet turn me on.
Yeah.
They got a nice little French.
I'm glad you're so open about this.
French tips, like French. Yeah, I don't think it's...
back in the day, we used to be a little more squeamish about it.
I really don't... I mean, it's...
Bro, you like what you fucking like, bro.
I'm saying, dude, I mean, if she has a nice manicure... Like, it's not weird if a guy's, like, into a girl that has nice, nails and shit.
No, I mean, I don't even care about
feet.
I prefer you to take care of them.
You know how much money women spend on nails on a fucking monthly basis, I feel like? Or, like, just a yearly basis, and eyelashes and shit like that?
Yeah.
I think what's weird is people who are into ears, because that's another thing. Some guys are into.
Actually, I was at the club a couple days ago, and we were at the club, and kept biting my ear. I was like, "What's up with this?" Like, yo, honestly, that shit hurts. Kind of pisses me off.
Yeah. Who was? Well,
I'm not saying names.
Don't say no names. Yeah.
So, but I was getting my ear bit, and I was honestly like, I don't see the turn on here. That fucking hurts.
Yeah, I'm not into biting.
Yeah, it's not like when somebody pierced my ear, I was like, ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what's okay? So, are you the type? Because I don't know why girls do this. They scratch the shit out of your fucking back.
Am I into it? No, yeah. It's It's one of those things. It's kind of a compliment, believe it or not. It is a compliment. So you got to realize it is. I don't like it though. I'm like, yeah, chill the fuck out.
I feel like I'm fucking a cat, dude. Like when they do that, like I'm like, chill, bro. Like this is fucking throwing me off right now. That shit hurts.
No, yeah. When you go take a shower, shit's like fucking, dude.
I feel it looks like
pouring alcohol on your back.
It looks like a fucking demonic possession. Like I just.
I'm not into it. I'm very assertive. I think in the bedroom, I'm like, hey, stop, no more of that shit. Honestly. The woman didn't really touch me too much, like you know all that hands on all that shit. I kind of like hold the hand. I'm telling you, I'm very like controlling of it. It's like I'm not saying a woman's a car, but I use it like it's a car. You know what I'm saying? I drive it. It doesn't drive me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
That's what I mean. Like I got my hands on the steering.
Would you say then in that case it doesn't matter what like really the girl's doing because you're just gonna do your own shit? Mm-hmm. Because that's how I feel.
Yeah, no, 100%. We're gonna so let's chop it up.
Some guys are like this, like, oh well, she doesn't know how to blah 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 blah, like, or she wasn't riding the dick good. I'm like, I get it, but at the end of the day, dude, you're kind of just gonna. If you
as the man,
dude, you should really just be doing
Not facts. Well, it depends. So I'm 5'9". If I'm having sex with another woman that's 5'9" and she's like, my weight, like. It's gonna be a little harder to throw this girl around the bedroom. Hey, we getting out there, but we ain't out there yet. I need a couple more months. Yeah. But if the girl's small, I mean, which majority of the girls I sleep with happen to be smaller. I mean, it's not that many girls that are 5'9" out there. But with the smaller girl, it's easy to hell to do. Just take them around, pick them up, do whatever you got to do with them. You know what I'm saying? And in that case, no, I've never told a girl you fuck terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because it has nothing to do with them. Yeah. They're like a pillow. You know when you go to sleep at night with a pillow and you just like kind of rearrange it how you want. Yeah. Same concept.
No, yeah, that's how I feel like too. I feel like. I don't know what.
Now, if the leg's in the way or blah blah, I'll say, yo, move that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
no. You gotta direct, dude. You gotta be a director, and I feel like.
There's honestly not a lot.
Like it's really a fucking. It's an art.
It is 100%.
It's an art.
So this will go into the whole. Let's go into the turn-offs because we already on the turn-ons.
Yeah.
We're on the turn-offs after this, but this will bring this into it. Is like train of thought lost. So let's just go into the turn-offs.
Yeah, go.
All right, so my main turn off. That's what I was gonna say. Girls have really no pressure in the bed. They got no pressure. They ain't gotta worry about really nothing. They just gotta lay there and do things. Like literally, women don't have a lot of pressure in the bedroom. We don't have a lot of standards, believe it or not, when it comes to that kind of shit. We're gonna take care of business how we do it anyways, right? But you put everything on the man. We gotta go first. We gotta talk first. We gotta be up to par with our game size and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of pressure on the men. Maybe
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. But all I was just saying is just women have that thing and then, that's it. Yeah, they're cool. So when it goes to the turnoffs, there is one thing that all men require. And, it's cleanliness. It's cleanliness. My biggest pet peeve, I hate to say it, bro, is when you're not taken care of down there. And there's like a foul-ish smell or anything like that. Like, come on, you had one job. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Boric acid. Pop a boric acid in that bitch. 2 days later, we good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard.
I have a theory on that.
If I'm in the shower, like, trying to start a fire, cleaning my fucking shit, you can fucking, do the same.
Well, it's easier for guys, obviously, because we got our shit on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got their shit on the inside. They got some, like, fucking balance bullshit that they got to deal with. So I understand where you're coming from for sure.
But excuses only satisfy the people that make them, dude.
I like that, and I know you got that from network marketing. But here's my thing. So the way I see it is I honestly think, and I'm not trying to make excuses. Yep. But I think that women genuinely can't smell themselves.
No, I feel you. It's kind of like, does a homeless person know he smells?
I don't
mean to compare that because it's not at all the same thing.
I think they can smell it, but I just don't think they can. They really know.
I haven't asked a woman. I don't know at this point. Yeah, I've done crazy things like when I'm in a position like that. I've actually turned the air conditioner towards so it would blow back in their face.
And what happened? Tell me.
Did they notice? I don't think so.
Not a damn thing. Exactly, dude.
It throws me off because I'm like, do you know you smell? Do you know you don't smell? I'm gonna tell you eventually. It depends if we're cool. If it's a one night stand, that's gonna be a one night stand. We're gonna leave it at that. Don't ask why I didn't nut. You know what I'm saying? This and this and this. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. Well, that's my theory, because like that's the only way I could fucking explain it scientifically. You know what I'm saying? I ran out of fucking.
Well, my balloon animal turns into a goddamn just back to like stock.
Yeah.
Back to stock when it came out the bag. That's your fault. I'm sorry. Don't blame that shit on me.
Yeah, that's definitely a big turnoff for me.
That, I mean, obviously bad breath.
Bad breath is a big one.
The smile. Sure. I mean, really, it's all hygienic, really, for me.
A lot of it is hygienic.
Well, okay, so I hate an obnoxious girl. Obnoxious, like, out loud. Like, it's cool to be funny, you know, all that shit, but don't be, like, overly loud, overly, like, you know, show-offy, screaming overly, like drunk girls when they're out there. Like, oh my God, don't make us look like a fool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't do that shit. And obviously, I mean, we're talking about turn-offs sexually right now, right? Or just turn-offs in life.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm going through it right now. Really, what you said is really what I would have said. Yeah. I mean, maybe for me, it is really a lot of it is hygienic. Because before it even goes to sex, you know, I'm going to weed you out. I do have turn-offs, but before it even gets to there, once it gets to that point, those are my turn-offs for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I'm trying to think, like, you know, for me, it's like maybe not so much the sexual stuff. Maybe I don't like a girl that's too much on her phone. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's. So it's not like, it's not
sexual. It's
yeah, I mean, for me, it's like a girl that's like too much on her phone.
Yeah,
is like too concentrated on like social media and stuff. Because that it's just a bad sign. It's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
You know, a girl is like is just too much into herself. It's just you know, a recipe for disaster.
It is. You know
my
what
opinion
really bothers me is obviously I think everybody that knows me has established I'm a great conversationalist. I'm fucking good at this, dude. I'm good at talking. When I'm sitting there, I'm a great conversationalist, and when I'm fucking pulling out all the stops trying to get this conversation, and you just cannot hold that conversation. You cannot start a conversation. You cannot contribute at all. That puts me in such a place. I'm like, damn, dude, my throat's hurting right now. I can't do this forever.
Pause. You gotta say pause.
Big pause.
Big pause.
Yes, my throat's dry. I'm parched because I'm talking. So
you need some
much.
Lemonade. You need to quench your thirst because you've been talking so much.
No, this bitch just needs to talk.
You're spitting some game, and she's just being flat. Maybe you're not spitting as good as a game as you're thinking.
We both know that's bullshit. My game is impeccable. I don't know,
dude.
Like what does Mike Tyson said? My game is impregnable. My thing is impressible. My game is impregnable. That's a fact.
I guess we gotta take a poll. We gotta take a survey.
If you've ever been with me in the comment section, how good is my game?
Leave a comment.
Give the video a like if my game's good and you know this. You know, I hope this blows up. It gets like 100,000 likes because people are gonna think I have 100,000 girls. Like, oh shit, his fucking statistics
this guy's a fucking man, bro.
Exactly, yeah. See how I set myself up? My game set me up.
It's like you're doing like the whole thing in like Instagram. Comment for this or like my comment for this.
I'm playing chess.
I'm playing fucking 3D chess. I see that. Yeah. But you know what I wanted to also ask. I also have this theory. I'm like, this is kind of funny. So. I personally think, and I said this earlier when we were eating, I personally think, and this just thing, I don't think men should drink from straws. Because I'm
only laughing because I just drank from a straw 2 hours ago.
Yeah, no, I think drinking from a straw is mad unmanly.
I can see why it would be.
I got couples of I got one main reason. It's like if you don't get it. Like, first of all, you're making a fucking kissy face.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of reasons.
You're making a fucking kissy face. You're sucking on something, which is kind of fucking suspect. You know what I'm saying? You're sucking through a straw, making a kissy face. Especially if you're on a fucking date, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you just look
I've never thought about that because every time I go to a date, I'm definitely drinking out of a straw, bro.
Yeah, no. You got to drink from the fucking cup. You know what I'm saying?
Well, dude, COVID-19 is going on right now. You're gonna persuade people from the straw.
I'd rather get COVID than look like an idiot sucking through a straw.
So death to you is better than looking like a bitch.
I'm not gonna die from COVID, dude. Like fucking, I know so many people that have had COVID. They're
dude. Can I exaggerate and get away with it?
Listen, this is what I'm saying is it's girly as fuck, and men shouldn't do it.
You know who also agrees with you? Actually, he also agrees with you. Is I don't know if you ever seen the movie Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
But Ryan Gosling in the movie, right?
Oh, I did see that movie. Yeah.
I love that movie. I love him as a character.
Yeah, and I knew I like Ryan
I think his
Gosling.
name was Jacob in there.
Yeah.
He was a boss, right?
He said the same thing,
He said it in the club. He was like that. Can you take that fucking straw out of your mouth? It looks like
Yeah.
you're sucking on a teeny little schwanz. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, take that out of your mouth. And he was like, you're right. Like,
yeah,
he
the
got
tiny
there.
straws, those are the worst. Yeah,
when you know how
should
dumb
not
it
drink
looks
from
when
the
you're trying to
tiny
find
straws.
it. You're like,
Exactly.
what the fuck you doing?
Maybe
you know
I got that idea from that movie. It's possible.
It was like Inception.
It was like Inception.
Had to grow
Yeah,
inside.
I definitely like it. Yeah, because I'm like, I thought maybe I thought I came up with it, but I'm like, no, you might be right. It looks weird, like especially the tiny straws.
Yeah.
And two, like, cause I've done that. I'm like, I'm trying to find this fucking straw. I'm trying to look cool in the club. You know, I got my drink and shit, and I'm like, fucking trying to find the fucking straw. It just looks mad unmasculine.
So this is what I would say. My opinion on the whole straw thing. I agree with your opinion. I think it does look like it looks weird, and you probably shouldn't do it. But for convenience sake, I'm gonna keep doing it. Cause the truth is here, if I look like a bitch, or a guy calls me a bitch, I'll just beat him up. You know what I'm saying? That'll make me look better in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me to go fight someone, I'll go fight someone. But I'm sucking on this straw because I need to drink this drink.
I think the path of less resistance is just to throw the straw out as a dude.
Yeah, I mean, I would think a lot of turtle specialists would agree with you right now.
Oh, that's right.
And it
You're
does hurt
also
the turtles.
saving. Yeah, you're
It
also
does.
saving turtles by conserving straws.
Yeah, and we would also save turtles if they decided to stop snorting coke, honestly. Because I get it, bro. Life as a turtle is probably boring.
It's probably tough.
Yeah, it's probably
It's
tough.
like that meme I showed you. Cocaine is expensive.
It is. So
you gotta make money.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, back to the Crazy Stupid Love movie. I love that movie so much, dude. Like, I actually think the reason why I love that movie so much is I resonate so much with Ryan Gosling's character.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's tell a little bit about my story. I'm gonna give a little detail here. I mean, I always thought I was young. I was wearing suits and blah blah blah. I think his family is fucked up. I think his parents passed away too, left him some money, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And he said this quote in there, and I fucking love it because I've been there multiple times. It's like you stay up late nights. You're unhappy. He's like, I am unhappy. I buy stuff from TV shows, like when they sell stuff.
As seen on TV.
As seen on TV stuff. He's like, I'm that guy. I have coins. I buy coins. He's like that. He said, I'm trying to buy my happiness, and it's just not working. He said, it's just not working. And then he finds a girl, the game changer. That movie fucking was amazing to me.
Was that movie that had like a bunch of different storylines to it? I'm having a hard time.
Well, yes,
it was
Emma,
did, or what was her name? Emma Stone.
Emma Stone was in it. Yes, Emma Stone.
And then she likes him.
She turns out to like him, and then that's Steve Carell's like her father. Steve Carell was the one that
he's trying to help out.
Movie. It's a great fucking movie. It has a lot of actually good
Was it Christmas time around that time too? I think so.
I don't think it was Christmas in that movie though.
I don't know. I feel like I do resonate with Ryan Gosling.
He's like the ultimate fuckboy in that movie in the beginning.
Really, to be honest,
he'd be running this podcast if that was a real character.
We should try to get him.
We got to get him on, bro.
We should try to get him on.
Ryan Gosling, we need you on this podcast, but not as Ryan Gosling. You got to come on as Jacob.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to come on, bro. And I want you to say this one thing. I just want you to get in the mic just sensually and just go like this. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Get out of here.
Let's get out of here. That's all he says.
I remember that scene. That's funny.
He's like, it's interesting, but it's not going to work for me. But my friend over here, he thinks you're doing this, he doesn't know how you're doing this crazy ass thing where you're like wildly cute, but wildly sexy at the same time. I don't know what the fucking quote was, but I took notes.
I think there was a scene in that movie which was, I do want to talk about something else. I just remembered. But there was a scene in that movie where I think, where Steve Carell is his name, right? He says something to a woman.
It's Carell. I don't know.
Carell, I don't know. The guy from fucking The Office.
Yeah, everybody knows him.
So he says something to a woman, and she brushes him off, like, get out of here, right? And then Ryan Gosling's character says the same exact thing to her.
Yeah.
But just in a cooler way.
It just flowed better, right?
It just flowed better. And then she's like, oh my God, like,
it's the
what's
charisma.
up?
It's 100% the charisma.
It's really a lot about not even what you say. It's about how you say it.
Yeah, no, fact. That's the game. It's how you could carry yourself too.
For sure. That's a big.
That's why I'm saying. I've said this a couple of times. I've said shit to women. Cause I'm very blunt as this. I've said stuff to women that I should have probably been smacked, but guess what? I wasn't smacked. It worked. I actually got laid out of that situation. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Because I know for a fact that a random school nerd walked up and said that same shit, smacked and in jail.
That's kind of crazy. I have a friend. We have a friend.
Yeah.
That he's kind of like that, and I'm trying to help him out.
Yep.
A little bit.
It's gonna work, bro. He's learning from the fucking fuckboys.
He's learning from the best, essentially. Yeah, no.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I'm like, if he said half the shit you probably say, like, it just wouldn't.
It would not hit right. It would not hit right.
It would not translate. He would catch a fucking rape charge or an assault charge or something. Not rape, no. Let me not say that, but you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully not, yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely
catch a charge maybe.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't come off right.
I said, I've said some shit that I'm like, even while it's coming out, I'm like, wow, I'm risky and crazy. Yeah. I say it, and then I'm looking at the reaction, like, honestly, I get a little nervous sometimes. Yeah. I'm like, shit, I don't know how this is gonna go. And then they're like, they go into it. I'm like, oh shit, that worked, bro. I'm a fucking mad scientist. I be thinking I'm cooking up real fucking like recipes here and shit. I'm over here curing cancer and shit.
I definitely, it has to do with how you say it, and I remember this scene. It was funny because this topic reminds me of this other thing. You ever seen the show, the Louis C.K. show?
No,
I think there's a funny ass fucking scene in there where like some shit happens, and it has to do with the fucking primal fucking brain, dude. It's like the lizard brain in fucking women. It's like this dude, so he's like out on a date. Lizard brain
in women?
Well, and humans, dude. Like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like the primal shit.
Yeah.
There's this scene where he's in kind of like a deli, right? And he's on a date with a new girl, right? And basically what happens is he's kind of like this fat, kind of like, he's this dad. He's kind of fat. He's kind of older. He's not that good looking, but whatever. He's funny. He's on a date, and these like young guys, this football team comes in, and they are all being like, fucking rowdy and shit, and they're fucking just
they're
just being jackasses, and then they're being mad loud, and they can't. They're on a date, and they can't have a conversation because they're being so loud, right? So then he kind of sticks up, and he's like, "Hey, can you guys be quiet?" Yeah. And then the main douchebag.
I feel like I've seen this.
I think I've showed it to you. Yeah. And then he turns around, and he's like, "What you say?" And then he goes up there and he's like, "Oh well, I just asked if you could please keep it down. We're trying to have a conversation here." He's like, "What's your name?" "My name is Louis." And he's like, "Hey, Louis, you see this stuff on my hand? You see these cuts and stuff? That's when I bashed this kid's face in last week." I don't know. I left him in the. I think he's alive. I'm not sure. He probably has a broken nose, probably broken jaw.
Doesn't he back down? He's like, okay, sure. You do you.
He says so, and he's like, I don't know, I just left him there on the ground bleeding. Yeah. And then he's like, you want me to do that to you, Louis? And then he's like, no. He's like, oh, I don't think you said that nice enough. I need you to say, please, don't do that to me.
That's hilarious.
And he's like, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, oh really? And then he's like, basically like fucking punks him into saying it.
Yeah.
And then
the girl leaves him, right?
Yeah, and then he says it. He's like, can you please not beat me up? You're like a young dude. I get it. Like, you're really strong probably. Yeah. And then he's like, wow, that was fucking painful to watch. And then he just leaves. He punks him. Anyways, then he's like, yo, those kids were... And he talks to his girl. He's like, yo, those kids were a fucking nightmare, right? And then she's just like being all quiet and shit. She's like...
Yeah, no, I remember you saying, yeah.
She's like, yeah. And then he says, what, you didn't really want me to fight that guy, did you? And then she's like... No, that'd be crazy. Like, violence isn't the answer. I mean, I would never want you to put yourself in that position. Oh, good, because I think it looked like you kind of wanted me to fight him.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I mean, and then he's like, wait, are you fucking?
Yeah, there's a fucked up situation in there. It
is.
So your girl doesn't want you to look like a bitch, right? So, but in that moment, the thing is, there's three sides to this, right? There's the side that you just back down, you look like a bitch. She already hates you. She thinks you're a pussy. You go and fight and get your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped and you're a pussy. But then there's that third one, which I hope every guy's on the receiving end of. He goes and whoops all the ass.
Yeah.
And he goes on motherfucking superhero.
And then you're the G, and then she's super turned on by it.
Yeah. You know? But that statistically is only a 33.33% chance possibility. I don't know if that's a good investment.
Yeah. And to like.
So which brings me to my next point. Should every man have a CCW? Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you could pull. I don't know if.
I'm just kidding. That sounded violent. Yeah. Very violent.
So, but what I'm saying is that again, it's like that primal brain. It's like there's I mean, They say violence isn't the answer, but in that situation, what are really your options? You look like a bitch. You don't get the. You know what I'm saying? The girl's gonna be fucking. So girls do in a way would want you to.
They kind of expect it.
They kind of expect it, and yeah, you can't blame them. They want a guy that can protect them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, it just goes back to that primal shit, dude. We can't escape it.
I hear it and I get it. Violence isn't the answer, right? I'm gonna tell you a story and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something first and tell a story. So violence to me actually is the answer a little bit. I'm sorry to tell you.
Okay.
I've never in my life had someone talk so much shit or say this and this and this and this, and I punch him in the fucking jaw, and he comes at me with that same attitude, talking the same shit. I've never seen it. I've never seen it in my life. Usually when I fuck somebody up, they come correct. They chill out. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, hey, man, I don't like you saying these things. Can you please calm down? I usually get roasted more. Not me, because I don't go that route. I don't take the route. Yeah. Ever since I was younger, I've always had when you grow up in the hood, motherfucker, the violence is the goddamn answer to me. It's not real violence. Don't hurt somebody. Don't kill somebody. Hurt somebody. Don't kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? But like, defend yourself. You know, you're a man. When I was a kid, my stepdad, it was the funniest story ever. My parents tell me about it. Oh, my grandparents. My grandma tells me. My dad told me too. So one day, first grade, I guess, or it was kindergarten. I don't fucking know. First day of school. That's what it was. First day of school. I went to school. I guess I got let out of school. My grandma called my dad and was like, you need to fucking come get your son. He's an asshole. And he was like, what the fuck happened? All right, he comes over and he's asked. He's like, he looks at my grandma. He's like, what happened? She's like, Jesse got in a fight. And he's like, a fight? Jesse, what happened?
They stole your milk?
Like, no. He was like, I guess I was, He was like, I was in lunch and some kid pushed me, so I punched him. And my dad looked at my grandma and said, what's the fucking problem? Yeah. What the fuck is the problem, man? He pushed me.
Yeah.
So no, what the fuck? So guess what? Violence is the answer. I'm guessing that kid probably never pushed somebody in the lunchroom again.
Yeah. No, when I was growing up, my mom told me the same thing. Yo, if somebody fucking does some shit to you gotta, because it does come. Violence shouldn't be the answer, but only in certain situations.
Yeah, obviously, I'm taking it to an extreme. I don't really think everything is the answer.
No, it's not that always
but it will
the answer.
Solve some shit.
It will put an end to some shit. Absolutely.
Bullying would end if you just beat the shit out of your bully.
Yeah, you just don't kill him, but
beat the shit. I didn't say kill him.
Yeah, you gotta. Again, we're all animals at the end of the day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't prefer you to call me an animal.
You're a fucking animal.
Call me a creature.
You're a fucking demon, dude.
But that's not an animal. That's actually
no. Technically, you're not wrong.
So it's a fucking, what am I really now?
What are demons actually? So I'm very confused.
We go into what demon is.
Actually, is a demon?
We got the biblical reason.
Is a demon the exact? Okay.
It is. It's the exact opposite.
But where did they come from?
Here's exactly. I'm about to give you exactly.
Where did demons come from?
All right, biblically.
Yeah.
All right, so Lucifer was one of the head of God's.
Lucifer's an angel.
So let me explain. I'm explaining it to you. Don't interrupt me, motherfucker.
Listen
to me.
Go ahead.
So all right, so in heaven, and I don't even read the Bible. I just know the shit because I actually am somewhat interested. So Lucifer was, he was higher up in God's hierarchy of like angels and stuff like that. He obviously wanted to, he wanted to have his own following. He thought he was big enough. He thought he was Justin fucking Bieber. So he was like, I need to have my own concerts, basically. So, but while through doing that, God got pissed and cast him out. Now, devil's actually smart as fuck. People don't give him credit for this. Yeah. Is he took 1/3 of all of heaven's angels with him. And from what I understand, those angels are what demons are now, by the way.
Okay. So
this was kind of a crazy concept.
Okay. So he basically corrupted some of the angels and turned them.
No, 1/3 is a big fucking percentage.
That's a big number. That's a big number for sure.
He persuaded them to go with him.
I don't know shit about religion like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just know that I don't believe it.
All I know is Lucifer's John fucking Maxwell. Because that's a good percentage to take with him.
No, absolutely. But here's my question. Okay, so this is where I'm confused, and maybe you could shed some light on this. Because, again, as I said, I don't really know much about religion, like, in that sense.
I'll see if I can help you. I don't either.
So, so if the demons are ex-angels, what happened? So what are the souls of the people that the devil tries to, like, recruit? You know what I'm saying? If you die and, like, if you sell your soul to the fucking devil, right? Mm-hmm. You make a pact, like all these fucking
soulless humans,
all these Illuminati musicians, motherfuckers, right? Like Lil Baby and all these motherfuckers. Are they gonna, when they die, do they become demons?
See, I don't, dude. How the fuck would I know this? Nobody knows this, truthfully.
Or do the demons?
This is all I can say. So, a demon and an angel, it was never human, right? There were never human entities, as far as I know.
Okay.
There were never human entities. So, a human is a completely different entity.
Yeah.
That's why the devil hates us, apparently, because we have free will and all that shit, right? So, as humans, we're completely in a different category. I don't think a demon nor an angel has a soul. So I don't know if they are a soul or what. Honestly, I'm confused. These are questions that will never be answered by a human mind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I guess my last question is, so there's no new demons being created and there's no new angels being created.
See, I don't know again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not an expert at this. We could get somebody. I know some Christians. I think they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would want to have actually, this might be a thing for a future podcast.
Well, God's nonstop creating. If every baby that's created is a new baby, new soul, then I guess maybe demons are being created too. I don't know.
I think.
But maybe God only has that power.
Comment down below if you think we should have some sort of like religious expert that could shed some light on this, because I feel like I have a lot of questions about demons, angels.
We got time.
All
we'll
that shit.
Do it.
Yeah. Because again, like I'm just thinking like. So there could never be more than 1/3, and what happens if I guess an angel and a demon can't die. I don't know, dude. I think I'm going to do this.
I don't know. We watched the show Lucifer. There's like a blade that can kill both, I guess.
Right. So are they losing people on both sides?
My question is, do the directors know something we don't know and they're actually using real life circumstance?
I don't know. We might need to get some of the producers from the show on here.
Wouldn't it be a crazy concept that Lucifer in the show, the actor, is actually Lucifer in real life?
That would.
And those red eyes effect wasn't fake.
It wasn't faked.
Crazy.
It's a good, interesting topic.
Yeah.
You know what I want to get into? Aliens.
Good topic.
And this new monolith thing that fucking apparently appeared in Utah.
Yeah.
Could it be? Is it aliens? Is it demons? Is it angels?
Yeah.
Is it just a piece of art?
Is it? It could be as far as a fucking troll.
Could be as far as
that's a pretty fucking that's a out there troll. I gotta give him that.
Well, yeah, I think that's what the official statement was. The monolith was a piece of modern art put on there by some that's like the official fucking story.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
This kind of reminds me of Roswell when it first happened. I don't know if you're like into the alien conspiracy shit, but
I'm into a lot of the pyramid alien conspiracy. Believe it or not,
the ancient alien
the Mayans
shit
and whatnot, all that stuff. I'm in my I'm in my area.
So what I think, there it could be a couple different things. So it could just be like some asshole that fucking went to the fucking desert and they try to create what basically they're saying the 2001 Space Odyssey movie by Stanley Kubrick.
Kind of like replicating it.
Kind of replicating modern art. My whole issue with that is like, yo, what the fuck kind of psycho? Like, okay, that thing looks pretty heavy, and it looks like it's pretty deep into the fucking ground, right? It looks like it's stuck into the ground pretty deep. So I'm thinking like, okay, so you would have to bring out a fucking you would have to
either have a crane.
For this.
Yeah,
you would have to have a crane. You would have to have some sort of thing to drive out to the fucking desert. And most artists they want their art they're not selfish but they're conceited. You know what I'm saying? They're like in some sort of way they always fucking put their initial on their painting, all that shit. To just put a fucking block of, it looks like it's steel, like heavy steel into a random part of the desert for some fucking some artistic thing that no one's ever gonna see. I don't know if I buy it, because it just seems like a lot of work.
You feel like you're weighing more towards the alien side?
I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know if it could be something like the U.S. government was doing some fuck shit in the Utah desert.
If it's not aliens, it's always the U.S. government.
Yeah,
it's always.
It's either alien.
It's a test or some shit.
U.S. government or advanced fucking underground civilization.
I'll say this: there's also no reason for a fucking alien to drop a random metal beam in the middle of somewhere either.
Yeah.
Unless there's a purpose for this thing. Now that opens up so many questions for me. Like how they say the thing's like 12 foot tall.
It's about 12 feet.
How deep?
And it's triangular.
Also into the ground. How deep is it?
They haven't said.
I need to know that.
Yeah.
I want to know how much this fucking thing weighs.
Yeah.
Is it reflective?
It looks like it's steel. It looks like it's It doesn't look like it's like polished steel.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a little
Maybe this thing just fell out rare, probably, but maybe it was like a carrier, like a fucking flight carrier or some shit. Ooh. And it fell down straight and just went into the ground somehow.
So maybe it could be too. Actually,
the kind of perfect force that would take is kind of crazy.
That's a good point. It could be like a piece of maybe like a satellite that got fucked up by some meteor.
Could
or
be
some
that,
shit
but then
like
again, no. If it couldn't be a satellite, I don't think it's that high into the atmosphere because it would be cooked. You know what I'm saying?
But
it'd be burnt and shit.
Maybe you might be right. Yeah.
So I actually think it have to be like a carrier, maybe like something fell off of a plane or some bullshit like that. But then again, what the fuck is this thing? You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a good point. Yeah, it could be something like that. It just doesn't look like any airplane part though. Yeah. You know?
No, I don't think it fell off the plane like that. Like I said, I think a cargo hold opened up. Maybe it was something it was transporting steel or some shit.
Yeah, steel beams.
Could be. I don't know really. But then again, I mean, do a lot of planes fly over Utah?
Wouldn't you think there would be multiple instead of just one?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's too many questions in this situation.
Yeah.
All I know is
it's random as fuck.
It is in the place where I would expect a random ass guy to get drunk and probably put a steel beam in the middle of the desert, Utah. I mean, what else is there to do in Utah?
Maybe it's like an antenna. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. It raises a lot of
12
questions.
foot. The person that did it, bro. Damn, Utah. You got to be tall.
Utah, yeah. Utah and Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. There's a lot of questions that will be unanswered. I feel like
and a lot of cheesy punchlines coming like that soon.
Yeah.
Utah.
Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We got the
content.
We got the content, the cheesy cheesy lines.
This is not what I say to women.
Are you sure, bro?
I don't know. Sometimes I say some cheesy shit, and again, like I said, it works.
All right, I wanted to ask you a question. This is a real serious question.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want you to take a moment before you answer it and reflect. Should we be able to sue plastic surgeons if they do too good of a job and we accidentally end up sleeping with a he/she?
I don't need a moment. The answer is yes.
Yeah?
I don't need
I think it's like a malpractice thing.
It's fucked up. It's like, fraudery. Or is it fraudery? Is that a real word?
Yeah. Like,
it's fraudulent to the highest standard.
To the highest degree.
It's fucked up. I somehow got fooled all the way home. Especially me, because I don't drink.
Wait, what?
Somehow you're saying if I sleep with a man, right? You're saying? That's what you're saying?
No. Well, yeah, if you end up by accident. I'm
putting myself in this situation.
Yeah, by accident, you end up sleeping with a
fucking accident.
Yeah, you end up sleeping with a dude.
You're a fraud if you didn't tell me the whole way. Because obviously when we made it to my fucking house, you told me.
Well, maybe she, like, or he is drunk as well and then forgets to tell you.
Somehow forgets that he had a cock in the past and his Adam's apple's bigger than mine?
Yeah, maybe.
So there's two things. There's a lot of things. Mine fucking shooting off right now. Do they remove the Adam's apple in the surgery? That's my question.
They can do shave anything. It down? They can do anything. Okay,
so we'll leave it at that. There's two sides. Can I sue the doctor and can I also sue the
directly.
Person?
Like the person is like, it's like, yeah, you could definitely. I mean, that's definitely a fucking. So
here's the fucking.
I think there's already a law
the HIV
for that.
Rule. It's like the HIV rule, any STD rule, blah blah blah. You should be able to disclose that information before we go into it. And if you don't, I should be able to have repercussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like if a doctor were to,
psychological, that would give me psychological issues.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to take a Xanax for like the next year after that just to calm myself down.
Do you think that's happened though? Do you think
I've had sex with a transvestite?
No. Do you think that's happened to somebody?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
And then
bruh, out in City Place, there's a couple transvestites that go out there. We're good. We catch them. I know somebody, bro. I'm not gonna say any names. I just saw him last time I went out there. Homie was fucked up, bro. I'm talking about so fucked up. And he walked up to me like, yo, bro, I think that girl is looking at me, bro. She likes me. I'm like, yo, that's a trans. And he's like, well, you think she be into me? I'm like, I don't know if this motherfucker heard me. Yo, that's a trans. He's like, I know, bro, but you think he be into me, bro? I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
I was there.
Are you straight? Were you there?
I was there.
You know the situation. I was like, you straight? Are you gay? I don't want to ask him really specific
He was
questions.
having a good time, dude.
But he went over there. Did he fuck that trans that night?
I don't know, but I think even if he did, I don't think he would have noticed anything at a place. He was that fucked up. I think he had a good night.
The doctors are that good to make a vagina feel like a vagina?
Yeah, for sure.
That's nuts.
I think he had a good night, and we shouldn't have ruined that.
We didn't ruin it. I didn't judge him. I did a little bit. Not gonna lie, because I think he was trying to fuck some female vagina, not some male vagina.
Well,
and I mean, think he was so fucking drunk that his mind didn't really
that's what I'm saying.
Take the concept of anything.
It's like, fucking what's it called? Ignorance is bliss, dude. He had a great night, and I think at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna have to happen.
No, sometimes you still wake up drunk.
All right, but I'm saying eventually he's gonna wake up sober and he's gonna have to recollect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully for him, if he did, it's a night he don't remember.
So do you think he should be able to sue the doctor?
I'd hope. If it hurt him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really
we should take this to Congress and be like, yo, you guys might need to pass some laws on here because the clubs be real dark sometimes.
Not dark enough because I fucking catch everything.
Yeah, but dude, what you
Ask
say
me
that?
How many transvestites I've danced with, Xavier?
You say that now, dude. You say that now. They're only getting better, dude.
Here's a fact, though.
The prosthetics are only getting fucking better.
I might have danced with. I don't fucking know, dude.
You wouldn't know, dude.
The answer is 0 again because I don't dance with girls in clubs because I don't trust shit.
Trust this shit. That's smart. Yeah, if you don't dance with any, you can't dance with.
Yeah.
By accident.
All, you lose.
That's actually 5,000 IQ points for you.
For sure.
Yeah, no, for
but
sure.
But no, the transvestite should. I have nothing against transvestites. Do your thing, but you should disclose that information straight up. Just like if I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
If I had AIDS, I don't tell you about AIDS. You're gonna
I do see on like not on social media. Well, on social media too.
Yep.
But on like dating sites, I do see that they do post it a lot of the times because I have. By sometimes you just swipe quickly, you know what I'm saying. Yep. And some of the pictures, if you got filters, you got this and that. By accident, you might match with a trans girl. It might happen to you.
You're right. Was it right? It's right click, right?
You got a right swipe.
You're right swiping too quick. That's your fucking problem.
Yeah. No, but dude, sometimes you got to look real close. But dude, sometimes the trans girls look more like girls than even some girls look like girls.
Are you saying the trans are sometimes prettier than a normal girl?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, yeah, because at least on fucking $1,000.
At least on like socials, pictures and stuff like that. I will show you some trans girls.
I'll show you some girls that look good on Instagram that aren't in person. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure, 100%. No, like Instagram's fake, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you will get fooled. Like you're kind of, you know what I mean? You will get fooled. Don't think that you could just because you don't dance with girls. But I'm saying like sometimes you won't be able to tell. There was actually a Maxim model, I think, or it might have been for Sports Illustrated, that she was a trans woman and she was hot. She was hot. Dude, was hot, dude. Pause, bro. But I'm saying
that's an attractive dude.
That was an attractive ass dude.
That's a good looking dude. That's like Ian Somerhalder, bro. He's a good looking dude, but
it's a fucking goddamn, bro.
Would you sue her doctor?
That's what I'm saying.
Or would you take the L? Would you take the L?
I don't even know, dude. It gets to a certain point where I don't even know if it's an L, dude. She was hotter than probably any girl that you've ever been with. I can guarantee you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going with this. It's like, does that
transvestite still have a penis though?
I don't know. I think she's post-op. I don't think she does. So I think she's like, and this is my other point too. I think
so she has a vagina?
I guess so. I think, that some girls that might be guys might be more real than some girls. And then what I mean by this is, like, for example, we take Kylie Jenner, right? Yep. She got fake lips, fake fucking eyes, fake nose, fake tits, fake ass, fake fucking hips, fake this, fake that, right? Yep. She was born a girl, don't get me wrong, but this guy that is now a girl, you know what I'm saying? He just had one surgery.
So who's more fake? For sure, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're 100% right.
So I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not here trying to say.
But there's a key word in there. Born a woman.
Yeah. In the birth certificate.
If I nut inside of her, a possible pregnancy could occur.
In the birth certificate, but who's checking birth certificates nowadays? I'm saying eventually the surgeries.
Check the ID. I don't actually check ID.
Nah,
we need to.
Probably. We need to be like bouncers. We just fucking.
Yeah, we got to be up out
there. ID.
Flashlight handy. Like
a lot of young girls look older.
It's not even just for the transvestite thing too. It's not just. It could be for age.
What do you think about dating online?
Again, I don't have one dating app downloaded on my shit. Yeah, I went on Tinder was it Tinder? I think it was Tinder or Bumble, whatever the fuck it was, for a day. I tried it for a day. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I like
what don't you like about it?
The mystery. The possibilities of fuck ups.
But you love to talk to girls on Instagram, don't you?
See, the Instagram is a little different. So there's just you can false anything on Tinder. But if you're on Instagram, I go back a couple of fucking months. I lurk. I go down a couple of months. I do my due diligence. You got a couple thousand followers, bitch. You ain't fooling that many people for this long. I'll tell you that.
But fooling them how?
And again, I'm not really. I mean, what do you mean fooling them how? Like I go on there, I could tell. Like I could look in their tagged photos. I could see if they were a child once, and if that child was a female.
No, so you're just afraid of
the trans thing you're saying
because of the trans.
Oh, you're asking me all around.
Yeah, I'm just asking all around. Yeah.
So I just honestly, it doesn't make much sense, but I really don't care too much for Tinder. I just don't try it.
I just don't like the fact that there's nothing to.
I just think Instagram's good enough. Instagram's good enough. Instagram is a dating site.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, go down and
Instagram's everything, dude. It's a fucking business. It's a dating. It's a social media app. Yeah. Now you can shop. I don't like this new Instagram.
This new Instagram could suck my dick, dude.
Where you can just fucking click this. It's not good.
They rearranged the whole shit, dude. I go on there. I'm like,
I was lost for like the first 3 days. I didn't know where to go.
Hang of it, but it's pissing me off. I miss my new. What was it called? The news feed.
Yeah,
I miss it. I don't have that anymore.
Like, you mean like your history of like where, like where you
now it's just all like I buy watches and shit like that. So now it's just all jewelry. I'm like,
yeah. Oh, dude, the algorithm,
Yeah,
bro.
crazy.
The algorithm
like
on Instagram fucking
they
pisses
know I have
me
spending
the
habits.
fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm, what it does is
Yo.
you click on one thing, dude. I clicked on this girl, dude. She was this Asian girl. She was hot,
Yeah,
dude. You know what I'm
hilarious.
saying? I'm like, all right, I'm going to follow her, dude. Now, I could literally I showed you. I fucking have, like, Asian girl, another Asian girl, Drake, Asian girl. You know, like, bodybuilding stuff, Asian girl. I'm like, dude, just, like, one thing. It's like YouTube. I think they got the same fucking algorithm. It's like you watch one cat video, and then you got fucking 50,000 cat videos to watch now.
Nah, you know what's scary is sometimes if you click something, I can understand why ads pop up. That's a smart computer, you know what I'm saying? But there's sometimes I'll say some shit and it'll pop up, and I'm like, bitch, I said it to my homie.
Yeah.
Hell, I just talked about, you know, knives that'll cut through pennies. Like, I just talked about it, and now on my screen there's knives that cut through pennies. Obviously, this didn't really happen, but I've seen shit of the
well, you gotta think, like, dude, we got one microphone there, one microphone here. You got one microphone in your phone. I got one in my phone. I got that Alexa thing. Like, dude, all these things are listening. So you think they're listening? All the time, yeah, for sure. I think once you hit that agree button on the, you know, like, user agreement, privacy fucking thing, shit, instantly they say we can tap all your fucking crazy, microphones, all your cameras.
They've heard me say a lot
camera,
of wild shit.
On this fucking camera, there's a little switch thing to, like, close it and open it, so someone doesn't fucking catch you jerking it, which I appreciate.
Well, yeah, you appreciate that, right? What do you jerk it with? Your tablet or your phone?
I use all kinds of devices.
All those devices have a front-facing camera that you don't face.
Yeah, but dude, you know what they're gonna get? They're gonna get this. You know what I'm saying?
You mean you don't go like this?
They're gonna no, I don't do that. See,
that's how I do. I used to have to look to the
left. They're gonna get my fucking double chin, dude. So I don't really.
You're not wrong at all. But then again, you know what might be worse than watching a dude masturbate his actual penis? His masturbation face. It might be
his
worse.
own face.
His masturbation face might be like, I don't know what I look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've heard like a joke back in the day when my exes she used to have a grandpa face. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? She's like, you stick you're like an underbite. I'm like, all right, my bad. I don't fucking know. Like, if I'm going in, bitch.
You're fucking primal. You're a fucking Neanderthal.
I'm going grizzly and shit. Yeah.
That's when you know the pussy's good.
That's why I'm making. That's like turning Chewbacca and Chewie and shit. Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious. Yeah, there was actually an episode on what's this show, Black Mirror?
Yes.
That was like that. That was basically.
See, I only want to we already talked about this. I only watched one episode, and that's the last episode I'll ever watch.
Oh, with the with the gay guys.
They fucked me up. Yep.
Just kiss me, bro.
I watched it with my homie Arthur and Edward on the couch. My homie Arthur, bro, if you're watching this, G, we got issues.
Tell him the episode.
I think he did that on purpose.
Tell him the episode that it is.
So I don't know what the episode's called though. It's the two best friends
fighting ninjas or something.
Yeah, they go into like the fucking bodies and then they fall in love in the game as woman and guy. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's two dudes.
The thing is, I remember sitting on my couch and then my homie on his couch. My bad. He was like, "Yo, homie, you gotta check out this Black Mirror show. It's fucking amazing." I'm over here. But yeah, he's like, "Yo, check it out. This show is amazing." I'm like, "All right, fuck it, bet, do it." And then Edward's to my left. He's on his right. We're watching in, right? We get in, bro. We get in on the show. We're over here. I'm over here like.
I was smoking like.
I'm looking to see who has the first reaction of what in the fuck is going on. I'm looking and they seem pretty calm and casual. I'm like, they're both high though, and I'm chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not smoking. So I was looking. I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna obviously be the first to really realize what's happening here. But then I look at them and they start making faces. And Arthur was kind of chill the whole time. So I was like, homie. I saw Edward start cringing like. What the fuck? And then I'm like, yo, seriously, what are we watching, bro? Turn this the fuck off. I'm actually feeling weird. And I do a lot of strange shit all the time. I don't really feel awkward.
Yeah.
I felt weird, bro.
Yeah.
I felt like there was weird connections with your homies. It's like the show was trying to convert us.
You can't watch that episode with your boys.
You can't.
Some weird shit.
It fucked me up, dude. I couldn't watch that episode alone.
I
might have laughed. Actually, there's a couple parts that made me laugh.
I laughed.
But I was seriously uncomfortable.
I thought it was some uncomfortable moments.
I was uncomfortable,
I think one of the guys was definitely bi. The other one was straight. But
no, the other homie was like, bro, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Like outside, they were like, dude. The part that fucked me up is like, let's just meet up and let's see if this is something. The two dudes met up and they started making out.
Yeah.
And then they fucking fought after that shit. When I guess one of them liked it and the other guy didn't.
Like, we just gotta put an end to this, dude. We gotta see if it's real.
And what pissed me off,
just kiss me, bro.
is at the very end they both have wives and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then they have one day a year though that they go online and fuck. I'm like,
yeah.
Who wrote this?
Nah.
Who wrote this episode? Well, he needs to stop writing episodes and just come out the closet already and just, stop, because when you keep that shit in, I think it's psychologically, it gets you creative maybe enough to create that kind of episode.
That show has a bunch of good, like, if you haven't watched Black Mirror,
it ruined it for me.
It's a good show. It has a bunch of different episodes, but there's an episode where this kid, he's basically jerking it, and he receives like an email, and the email is the video of him jerking it, and then also like what he was jerking off to, and what he was jerking it to was kind of like hidden throughout the whole episode. But then they blackmail him to basically do a bunch of random things, and they get him to rob a bank, you know, and then along with some other dude and a bunch of people,
and that's crazy,
like along the fucking way are also being blackmailed to do things that they don't want to do, you know. And at the end of the video, right, at the end of the show or the episode, basically the guy that he robbed the bank with, they both go into the woods, and there's like, they get like a knife, or they get a gun, they give him a gun, and they gotta fucking fight to the death, and on video nuts. Recording it by like with like a little robocopter camera thing, right? And they're being recorded for the black or the dark web, you know, like fucking a snuff video, right? Yeah. Anyways, so the kid ends up killing the fucking, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, fucking spoiler alert, the kid ended up fucking killing the guy. And then at the end of the video, or at the end of the episode, they still released the fucking video of him jerking it to all his friends and family and everybody, and it turns out he was jerking it to child porn. So
okay, that's bad then.
Yeah,
okay, so that was good.
And so was the other guy. The guy also.
Okay, so they both deserve to die, basically.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. So I mean, there's there is cameras. You got microphones everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're always being surveilled. You know what I'm saying?
So I got two things to say. So, one is a thing I'm gonna say. One like a statement, and the second is a question.
Yeah.
Now the first statement for me is gonna be this: if there's a hacker out there that wants to film me jacking off and thinks he can get me to rob a bank because of that, you got another fucking thing coming.
Dude, but what if he gets you jerking off to
and you said, hey, I got a video of you jacking off. Look, I know what porn sometimes I jack off to. Sometimes I go, why was I watching that? But it's not bad enough to release and go, wow, this kid's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you this. You got a video of me and you're threatening fucking, I'm like, bitch, post it. Do it right now. Do it, bitch. I'll fucking you. I'll go at him. Yeah. That's all I'll say. So you can never get me to rob the bank. If I rob the bank, I'll probably just rob the bank just for myself, and then hopefully you post it.
Just to keep the money.
Do it. Are you that comfortable with yourself?
I think. I mean, yeah. I feel like if you got me jerking it, dude. Like, there's so many fucking people that are.
You literally caught me with my dick in my hand. It's not even a statement at this point.
Like, so the cookie jar.
You got me, bro. Boo. You got me. That sucks. Now post my penis. Do your thing. It's all good.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever like rob a bank because of it, unless again, I don't think I've ever watched anything that's that incriminating. But in the show, it's pretty bad.
Which reminds me, this is my question, by the way. What's worse, a child molester or a murderer?
That's a good question. I would say a murderer.
Think a murderer is worse?
I think murder is worse because murder is the worst thing you could do. Is murder. You know what I'm saying? I think they're both pretty bad. I think they're both pretty fucking bad. But you know what I mean? It's like that question is also like is like rape versus like when a lot of people like are with this PC culture.
It's best not to compare,
that.
Honestly, when you think about it.
Well, I mean, if you say what do you think is worse, rape or murder?
Well, I think child molestation rape is the worst kind of rape, dude. It's just fucked up, dude.
No,
it fucks
for
up a
sure.
whole person's fucking future. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure. Yeah,
it's like that person.
Would you rather he kill the kid?
Yo, maybe that's the fucked up truth. Because if it's young enough and it fucks this kid up, it could cause him to maybe do the same thing, go down a cycle where he becomes a murderer, psychopath killer, or he kills himself, or he takes up a school. You know what I'm saying? There's some crazy shit. That reminds me of that show. So sometimes it might be worse to kill the kid. It might be better to kill the kid. I'm not going into that too deeply because I don't want to fucking,
It's a tough question.
It's a fucked up situation.
It's a fucked up situation. But I think murder is literally the worst thing you could do in a way. Like, I mean, you fucking killed them. Yeah. I think they're both pretty bad though.
Sometimes death isn't the worst position.
That actually reminds me of the show Versace. On Netflix.
Yo, have you seen it? Another show I fucking ruined it for me really quick.
Yo, Versace was fucked up.
Yeah, when he was like, it was his story, right?
Yeah, his story, because he's a they tell the story backwards. Yeah. The whole episode, the whole show. And then basically at the beginning, get past
2 episodes.
He's a killer. He's a fucking psychopath.
The guy that was like tricking his way into people.
Yeah,
he killed somebody in the past too. Yeah.
He killed Versace. He killed a bunch of other people too.
Yep.
But they go into his, at the very end, they go into like where his beginnings.
I didn't get there, by the way.
No, I got there. Fucking my girl forced me to watch this fucking show with her. And then basically in the beginning, the kid was molested by his dad. You know what I'm saying?
You
so
see,
then you're like pretty bad. You know.
So
kind of get it.
So to bring it back to what I was
people.
saying, would have been better if that guy that molested him just killed him too.
If his dad just killed him.
Versace would be still alive, and so would a bunch of other people, right?
That's
See, there's the butterfly effect. The
but I'm sure that there's people that have been raped and molested that
are murderers.
that became great people.
So I wasn't talking about those people. I was really just stating a fact.
Do you
that
think those people
sometimes?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, no, but that's what I'm saying. So would you? Of course, there's gonna be. I'm glad we got into this topic because at least we're delving a little bit into
more serious.
Serious. But let's think about it. Would you? So obviously, there's people that have probably been raped or molested or whatever that turned out to be good people,
great people,
right?
Yeah.
So would you argue in that case it would have been better just to murder them? No, you would say like
no.
That's
what I'm saying. It's a case by case situation.
So at the end of the day, I say I think murder's worse.
So yeah, but we're not breaking down statistics. Like there was, for example, back in the day, my ex, she would argue with me that people like Ted Bundy and blah blah blah, people like this are just like they're just born crazy, they're born fucked up, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I don't think so. And then she said some shit on the lines of like she was like, basically, I said, oh no, she said that childhood trauma creates that, right? Yeah. And I said I had a fucking a lot of childhood trauma. I'm not a fucking crazy. I'm anger. I got anger, but I'm not like, cutting somebody's head off and skull fucking them. I'm not into that shit. Yeah. Not pouring acid, all that crazy shit like Ted Bundy. And blah,
so
blah,
no
blah.
one. What my argument is, no one should have murdered you.
So, yeah. But here was my argument in that case. I thought it was a fucking genius answer. I said this. So no. So I mean, think about how many kids that go through trauma, right? That don't turn into murderers. A big fucking percentage, a huge percentage. Yeah. They're not sitting there fantasizing about that shit. So I said this: if I fucking pour Febreze on 1 million people's bed sheets, right, and then in 5 years from now, only 1,000 of those million got cancer. You can't dead ass sit up and straight say Febreze caused cancer.
Yeah.
Statistically, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So in that same statement,
it's called correlation does not prove causation.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think the correlation in this case.
Yeah.
I don't think people. I think actually I fucked up in the beginning. My argument was I think those people were born fucked up.
Yeah.
They were a wire loose in that.
It's a nature versus nurture. That reminds me of the show you watched. I keep on coming up with fucking shows. I'm like
shows.
That reminds me of, like that's just I have no life. I just watch mad fucking Netflix.
Or do you have a really good life?
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Fuck yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. Look at the glass half full, not half empty.
Exactly.
It reminds me of the show Dexter. Same thing, he fucking saw some crazy shit when he was a kid, and it kind of fucking tickled him. And fucking liked it.
Tickled him.
It fucking tickled his soul, Yeah. And then he became a psychopath. But the question is, was he a psychopath before that?
Yeah.
Or did that turn him into, or did that just push him more in that direction?
If he saw it and he got a tickle for it, then I think he was kind of already,
Yeah, exactly.
He was wired that way. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. It's weird because people have these. I'm gonna get into.
But he only killed like bad people though.
Because his dad trained him that way. His dad said, "Hey, if you're gonna kill, I know you're fucked up.
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill, you gotta have some motherfucking rules, dude. You know what I'm saying?"
Kill the right way.
And he was the OG, bro. He told him like, "Yo, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna let you kill these motherfuckers, but kill the bad motherfuckers." Yeah. And then that way,
it's like a Punisher almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero, and there's some poetic justice in the fucking thing going on. Last topic I wanted to talk about, and it kind of blends into this, is like humiliation porn.
So yeah, that blends in nicely.
Yeah, for real. Where do you think that comes from? So this basically is the idea of
where does anything come from, bro?
Yeah, dude, because a lot of shows I'm just seeing, because there's a lot of shows like this was in the show Euphoria.
Yeah.
Again, another fucking show I recommend. Guys, come to me for the shows. I'll fucking put you on, motherfuckers.
Fuck Netflix. Hit up at X.
Yeah, hit me up, dude. I'll tell you some shows to watch. But anyways, it's a good show. That's a thing that was actually exploited in that show. Is like, some dudes like when you make fun of them.
Yeah.
And they get off of that. They get off of getting fucking told they got a small dick, they're fat, they're fucking worthless. Crazy. I saw a guy, listen, and I kind of want to go, oh my god, I wish I had a clip to put it right here. But anyways, there was this guy, he went to like, it was like one of those AVN porn conventions, right? And basically he's like, he's not a cuck, but he's like one of those, like, he's a submissive beta is what they call him, right? And this girl, this porn star, which is like,
he likes to see girls fuck. He likes to see guys fuck his girl, right?
No, that's a cuck.
That's a cuckold, yeah.
Yeah, he's not this.
Okay, so he's not though.
He's not. I mean, he might be. He probably is, but that's not. He's even worse. So he's like a beta cuck fucking thing, right? So basically, she had him on a leash. She had this motherfucker on a leash, right? And she made this motherfucker.
What? Hold on. What happened? Well, you were just on YouTube one day. You were looking at giraffes, and you just found yourself on the wrong part of YouTube.
No. So I don't know how I got to this, but basically it was like I think it was just like one of those funny like.
You're on Pornhub and you found yourself on the wrong part of Pornhub.
It's like one of these funny like out on the street like interviewing people, you know, things. And they were at we go to the AVN convention to fucking ask porn stars questions, right? And they had this one point. She had this motherfucker on a leash, right? Yeah. And the guy that was doing the interview or some shit like that was black. And then she's like, "You don't deserve to the beta, dude. You're my little beta bitch. Tell this black man that he's superior to you. Kiss his feet right now. Kisses you." And he's like, "Yes, goddess. I'll do whatever you want, goddess."
What the fuck?
And then he's like kissing this motherfucker's feet and shit. And then just like a bunch of wild shit. She's like, "Tell him you're a piece of shit and you don't deserve to breathe his air." And then he's like doing it. I'm like, what is wrong with this motherfucker?
This guy's soul is completely torn, dude.
Some of these dudes are fucked up. So I'm saying, like, where does that come from? You think he got bullied in fucking elementary school?
Everything's I believe everything is psychological to a certain extent. I think when he was younger, he probably got talked down on him, blah blah blah, and it created some type of connection with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't know, but his shit must be deep. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
That's some deep shit.
Unless he got too many compliments. I mean, he was a good looking dude when he was younger. He got so many compliments, he got sick of it.
He said, "I want to get fat and ugly.
I feel like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel like a bitch."
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, dude.
A lot of powerful dudes are like that.
They are. No, I know a lot of from what I see, a lot of powerful dudes put a ball in the mouth, the gag type, the fucking submit. It's weird.
It's like in that movie, with the one we always quote, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
When he's like, he likes to get the fucking.
He's like, I like it.
I like fire, it. Yeah.
He's like, you dirty little birdie. Yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's
like because they're so used to having the power.
That's pain. That's a little different. That's not humiliation. That's more like a different realm. That's more pain. Leonardo DiCaprio when she was on his back burning him. That's a little submissive, and she was definitely on some. Yeah. She was on some dominant shit for sure. But he was also blowing coke into a girl's asshole, and that's pretty dominant.
Yeah, I mean he was doing both.
He equaled up. Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't do any wrong.
Yeah. Do you think that part was true in the movie? Like you think
the real behind the scenes guy actually put.
No.
Oh, you think real Jordan Belfort did that?
Factually.
You think so? Jordan Belfort was rich as fuck. And honestly, I don't really know if blowing coke into an asshole, if the membranes and shit in there actually get you high. That's a good question.
That's a good, yeah.
Actually, no, you can stick a pill in your ass and it works. So I think it kind of works the same way.
You can drink through your asshole and it hits you way quicker and harder. If you stick...
what the fuck?
Yeah, you can stick an enema with alcohol into it.
Way quicker and harder?
Yeah, it hits you way quicker and harder. In more than one way.
That's hilarious.
No, for sure. Yeah, you can stick it at... Like, if you fucking squeeze some vodka into your asshole, you will get fucked up. Fucked up. A lot of fucking meth heads
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, a lot of meth heads do... Like, crackheads do that shit.
What the fuck, dude? That's crazy.
They get more bang for their buck.
Yeah, so you're telling me right now, if I stick a benzo in my ass, I'm gonna get high that way?
You're probably gonna get high as shit, quite literally.
That's nuts. That's you gotta you gotta be shitting me.
Now you got some homework to do now.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm just gonna swallow it. I'm gonna hit my nose on the mic, bro.
All right, well, do you have any closing arguments to make before we wrap this motherfucker up?
No closing arguments. I will do a statement. I know our topics are fucking nuts. And that's what they're supposed to be. We're not here to sugarcoat shit. We're here to have a good time.
We're talk about some shit right now.
The funny thing about this podcast, we is so good, is we do this anyways.
Yeah,
if this is in front of us or not. If I do this, we still gonna talk about it. If we do this, we still gonna talk about it. The thing is, you get to hear it and you get to laugh. I think it's pretty good. I think we should keep doing this. I think we hit a lot of funny shit. There's a reason why we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think we hit a lot of topics. It was kind of all over the place, but this is what's going to be. If you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, let us know. I mean, we're just really coming up with... Whenever I'm drunk, I just be writing down shit that I think would be funny.
Literally, we were in the club the other day, and he's like, "Yo, write that down. Yo, write that down. I'm over here
write that down.
Grinding on like..." And I don't dance, but I was dancing this time. I was getting grinding like, okay, I got this shit and this and this.
Yeah.
Put it away. We got like, honestly, some of the topics, actually, a lot of the topics we got were from the club that night.
Yeah. No, for sure. So, we just, a lot of it's off the cuff. And
even when I'm doing work, you know?
We're doing work, dude. We're fucking workaholics. That's
For
another
sure.
good show too. Yo, guys, I'm telling you, bro. I got him. I got him. Let me know.
Closing arguments. No closing arguments. Watch The Punisher with John Bernthal. It's fucking amazing.
Go subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Like the video. Like I said, comment. Follow us on our main channel, which is Phuckboysreact. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, and like I said, one last time, if you have any topics you want us to talk about, we ain't scared to talk about shit. Comment that shit, and we'll talk about it.
Yo, I hope nobody calls us out and just says like the worst fucking.
Yes, you know, if it's not reasonable, we're not fucking talking about it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make me look bad, bro, and you comment it, I'm gonna fucking find you. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking hack into your phone, get you masturbating, and I'm gonna make you rob a bank. And then when you don't rob that fucking bank, you know what I'm gonna do?
We're gonna put it out.
If he doesn't rob the bank, but if he does rob the bank, I'm still gonna make him fight to the death with another fucking, you know, child molester, and I'm gonna make them kill themselves, and then I'm gonna film a fucking episode on it and make him more money.
Oh, this just made me think we should react to fucking this guy that catches the child predators.
See, business within business.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
how that works.
We're doubling up.
Yeah, we'll do that after this.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, there we go.
Wrap up.
We'll wrap it up. See you guys next time. Peace.